Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me here at 9 News Weather on Facebook or on all of our other different streaming services. Let's go ahead and go through our forecast. And if you are joining from Facebook, as part of the Facebook Live, I can answer questions or go into deeper detail if you do request that or anything like that. So let's go ahead and go straight into our graphics. So let's start with a live look outside. This is a look at Denver. Right now we're at 37 degrees. Temperatures warming pretty nicely this afternoon. We'll see those highs get all the way into the lower 40s, but with very light winds coming in from the south at around 5 miles per hour, it feels closer to 33 degrees, but those southern winds are going to do a good job of bringing in some warmer air for this evening and definitely tomorrow. Temperatures right now all around the state. You can see that cutoff line where eastern portions of Colorado are a little warmer, then to the west, of course, a little cooler. 10 degrees right now in Gunnison, 20 in Leadville. And so those mountain and foothills regions are going to be a little cooler. They're also going to be pretty windy going through the rest of the day. Now, the rest of us are just going to be a little breezy throughout our Wednesday afternoon. Eastern Plains, not going to be too bad as far as those temperatures are concerned. We're already in the low 40s there. Yesterday, those highs cooler than what we're seeing right now. Most of us maxed out in the 20s and 30s. It looks like we got to 39 degrees in Denver. So today we're expected to get a little warmer. Just this time 24 hours ago, most of us were anywhere between 5 to 10 degrees cooler. So we're seeing a bit of a warm up. But then again, off to the west, that's where you can see temperatures either stay the same or some areas even getting a little bit cooler. Those highs today, we're expecting 42 degrees in Denver and in Greeley. Those eastern plains likely to get to the mid to upper 30s. And then off to the west, that's where we see those temperatures in the 20s and 30s. We could even see some teens in those mountain areas. So you want to make sure you're bundled up there. And remember, it's going to be pretty windy in both the mountain and foothills areas today. Now look at our HD Doppler. This is where we can see not a whole lot is happening. Off to our north and southern portions of Wyoming, there is a high wind warning in effect until 8 o'clock this evening, but the rest of us just going to have a gusty afternoon. We will be mostly sunny as we go through the afternoon as well, so that's the good news there. And a little warmer, getting even warmer for our Thursday. We'll get to that in just a moment, but first, let's take a look at our futurecast. So we have a ridge of high pressure moving through the area today, so that's what's going to bring us those mostly sunny skies this afternoon, and then mostly clear skies as we go into the overnight hours. Those temperatures today will be pretty seasonable with those highs maxing in the low 40s. The low 40s is where we usually are for our highs this time of year. But as we go into Thursday, there's going to be a little bit of a trade-off. So Thursday, we'll see more cloud cover in the area, but we'll get warmer. There'll be warm air moving into the area from the south. So it'll be cloudier, but it'll be a little warmer. We're expecting those highs tomorrow in the mid to even upper 40s in some areas. But as we take a look at this cloud cover, take a look even further west of that. That's where we are going to start to see snow return to the area. It'll move in from the west first. So some areas, bags, that's going to be Grand Junction, even portions of western Durango will see that snow first move in late Thursday night. The rest of us, though, won't see any of that snow until Friday. So how much snow are we expecting? Well, this model, our European model, not showing that it's going to be a major snow event. Most of us will see trace amounts of snow. Some areas could even miss out on the snow altogether. If you take a look at Sterling or Lamar, Springfield, those areas not even showing any sort of accumulation. But off in the mountain areas, of course, that's where we could see those higher totals, anywhere between maybe 2 to 4 inches of accumulation. So that's where we're really going to watch out for those higher totals. But in Denver, again, looking to be just trace amounts of snowfall for our Friday. But you do still want to be aware of that because, of course, that could cause issues on the road if you have any traveling or commuting to do throughout the day. Today, we're expecting mostly sunny skies. It's going to be dry out there, breezy, seasonable with those temperatures near 42 degrees. That's our normal high this time of year. Winds coming in from the southwest at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Later tonight, 21 degrees is our overnight low, mostly clear, cool and calm. A great night if you want to sit on your porch and stargaze. That's going to be one of those kind of nights. But we'll see even warmer weather for our Thursday, 47 degrees there. Snow, that's what we're expecting on Friday, what we just saw on our European model there. We're going to see those highs max out in the mid to upper 30s, but we are expecting that light snowfall throughout the morning and afternoon hours. Over the weekend, we're drier. We slowly start to warm up. We're in the low 40s again by Saturday. Saturday is going to look a little bit like what today is looking like. And then Sunday, we'll see those temperatures almost 10 degrees warmer. Then take a look at Monday. Monday is going to be kind of a funny day. That's our first official day of winter, yet my warmest day on the 7-day forecast. So Monday, not going to feel quite as much like winter with those highs reaching the upper 50s. And then from there, we see those temperatures drop down quite a bit all over again. And then we do have a chance for more snow to enter the area as we go into next Wednesday. So that's the 7-day forecast. I'm going to take a look now at some comments and try and answer any of them. So let's see. I'm going to try and start at the top. My apologies if I miss anything or miss anyone. Nothing. It's a good afternoon. When is a good day to drive over Vail Pass? Asks Patricia. I think today will be pretty good. Tomorrow will be pretty good as long as you're going throughout the morning hours, because remember, some of those areas a little bit further to the west could start to see the first approach of snow late Thursday night. So as long as it's not a nighttime drive, you should be fine. Friday, I might rule it out a little bit, but then things should get better as we go through the weekend. And so, curious about Parker, Franktown, Castle Rock, any snow forecast there. Those areas are going to be part of the trace amount of snow areas on Friday. Again, most of us won't get a whole lot of snow on Friday, just enough to to kind of coat the roads or dust our lawns, things like that. So most of us will stay under that inch territory for all of the amounts that we'll be getting on Friday. Let's see, what else do we have? Michael asks if I'm new to 9 News. I'm as new as one can get. Today is my first day on the air here at 9 News, and I have to say I'm loving it so far. Greetings from Oslo, Norway. Thank you. And what about Pueblo? I believe that's going to be another area that won't see too much of that snow forecast. So again, most of us, and you know, some of these questions were probably written as I was going through the forecast, but again, most of us not getting a whole lot of snow on Friday. We'll have more totals and a better layout as we get closer, as we go through the day tomorrow, and we get a little closer to the system approaching. But right now it's looking like most of us staying under an inch, and those higher totals will stay in the mountain and maybe foothills areas. But it's definitely going to be windier and a little cooler in mountain and foothill areas as well today. The rest of us are going to be pretty sunny, mostly sunny, just a little breezy this afternoon. Those temperatures not looking too bad this afternoon with those highs in the low 40s. And a lot of people welcoming me. Thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome, everyone. I have a couple of people asking if there's going to be snow on Christmas. This time of year, that's a very popular question, and rightfully so. I get it. I understand. But it's a little too far out to have any real definite answers for you. And it also kind of depends on what you count as snow on Christmas. You can count it as snow on the ground already on Christmas, or snow falling on Christmas Day. Snow falling on Christmas Day, of course, a bit more rare than snow already being on the ground. So we could possibly see some snow on the ground already, but I'm going to hold off on any Christmas forecasts until we get a little closer. It's too far out to give any sort of real answers for Christmas Day. But I will tell you that, as we saw in our 7-day forecast, our first official day of winter is on Monday, and that day we're going to see those highs in the upper 50s. So not going to feel much like winter. Here's another look at our 7-day forecast here, where again, the first official day of winter is Monday, but that day is going to be the warmest day on my 7-day forecast right now. So not going to feel much like winter there, but in the meantime, we do have the expectation of snow on Friday. We could also see more snow return to the area on Wednesday. So I think I have answered that for a little bit, and it looks like we have more people asking what time will snow arrive on Friday. Let's just go back again to our European model, and I can go over that again for anyone who may have missed it. Well, before we get to our European model, first let's go ahead and take a look at our futurecast. So this is where we're seeing that we do have the possibility of snow to move into the area very late on Thursday. It's going to be behind cloud cover. So the cloud cover will move in earlier Thursday morning, and then throughout the afternoon, most of us staying dry but cloudy and even a little warmer out there. And then take a look Thursday night by 6 o'clock. This is where some areas off to the west are already seeing the first approach of snow. And then as we go into our European model here, this one will show us totals, and this one goes a little bit further out. So again, off to the west, when we first start to see that snow by Thursday night, small trace amounts out there, not a whole lot quite yet. But then as we go throughout the day, Friday morning and afternoon hours are going to likely be our most active snowfall hours out there. So take a look at this map and look at where you are, or an area close to where you are, to help kind of decide what kind of snowfall totals to expect. So someone asked about Pueblo. This one's showing ½ an inch on this model. And again, as we get closer, these things change a little bit as we get a better look at what to expect, and all of the models become in closer agreement. So this is just one model's forecast of what we're going to expect on Friday. There are other models out there as well that we do take into consideration. This one goes a little further out. So it's looking like our higher totals will be through Aspen, Gunnison, Telluride. You can see those areas over 2.5 inches. Everywhere else likely to stay under an inch. Steamboat Springs looking to be a little higher as well. So that's what I have so far for our snow totals on Friday. And then, again, after that, we dry out for the weekend, and we have a pretty warm Monday ahead before more snow chances return mid-next week. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you for joining me, and tune in again tomorrow for another forecast.